So while I was out walking today, I kept thinking about how the Super Mario Galaxy movie kinda wrote this franchise into a corner. Now, every movie has to be specifically based on one of the games, kind of making them confined to a certain scope. The Mario Galaxy movie had to have everyone going to space and not really expanding on any of the locations we visited in the first movie. Also, since these movies are gonna be named after games, that makes the Super Mario Bros. Movie a pretty weak adaptation of the game it's apparently based on. Anyway, in the post-credits scene of the Mario Galaxy movie, they introduced Daisy. And this made me think, if we're basing these off of games, what is the third Mario movie gonna be? So I decided to mosey on over to the Mario Wiki and see what we can adapt out of Daisy's list of appearances. Daisy debuted in Super Mario Land. This is not getting a movie. It hadn't been referenced for decades until recently when Mario Kart World brought back Shy Guy Bazaar and Desert Hills for some reason. Also, if you laid the movie posters out next to each other, they would go, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, the Super Mario Land movie. I mean, anything released after Galaxy is going to look lesser in scope, unless it's Odyssey, but Daisy was not in that game. They could still put her in the movie, I mean, weirder things have happened. But let's move on. Alright, so going down the list of appearances, we have a long line of games where Daisy is just demoted to Mario's spin-off game Hell. Much like Rosalina, Waluigi, Diddy Kong, etc. Literally the only one of these games I can see getting a movie is Mario Kart, since it's the most popular one and that could be a good selling point. But given that Wario and Waluigi haven't even been introduced yet and it's only their third one, I think that means Funky Kong wouldn't be in the movie, and that's a big problem because he needs as much exposure as possible. I mean, besides Donkey Kong Country, what else does he show up in? Mario Super Sluggers? As we've established, that's not happening. I guess Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games has Daisy, but that series is kinda dead. So that leaves the only other party game-esque series I can see getting a movie being... Yeah, this is its own can of worms that requires a dedicated video. And they're also not gonna make a Smash movie after only making 2 Mario movies. And even if they did, I doubt Daisy would be in it due to having the least history with the series out of all the Mario characters, barring Piranha Plant, who was just a joke pre-order bonus. Moving on to the more recent mainline games, the only one Daisy is in is Super Mario Wonder. Shut up, Mario Run does not count as mainline. And ignoring how the title would look tacky on a poster next to the other ones, I think this game has a decent shot at being turned into a movie. It's a very popular entry in the series, it does a lot of weird new things. They literally go to a different kingdom in this one that could be set on another planet with Daisy as the ruler. I know that wouldn't line up with the games where she rules over the Sassy Lands, but it wouldn't be out of line for this franchise considering bigger retcons have been made. I kind of like how Rosalina and Peach are sisters in spite of how spoon-fed it is to us in the movie, sorry. Also, they could use that Bowser planet to introduce the Koopalings. They're gonna cast Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as either Morton or Roy. I can see it so vividly. So yeah, we've got 2 options here, Mario Kart and Mario Wonder. And given that Funky Kong should be required by law to have a major presence in the movie based on the former, and a third Mario movie would probably not have time for him and introduce Wario and Waluigi, I'm going with the Super Mario Bros. Wonder movie. So anyway, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and Illumination employees, if you're watching this, please cast anyone besides Michael B. Jordan as Funky Kong.